Matt Clark and Albert Anstey taking on the main stage here for the finals of our elite singles event here for the DPFL darts event in Kissimmee, Florida at the Reunion Resort. My name is Nick Dichiria, joined by Will Stuart. Will, what are your thoughts about this matchup?
Yeah, it should be a good one here. I'm looking forward to it. Matt Clark did some impressive things against Matt Campbell to get to this stage. And then Albert Anstey, he's just a legend of this game, especially in the Newfoundland area. So looking forward to seeing how he gets on here in this one.
Outside, so Matt's won the ball. First leg,
it's Matt Clark, who's been the man that's been finding the most success on the stage today. Going to try to continue to channel that success into more results, trying to get that $1,000 start to his 4-day weekend here in Kissimmee. Already having a good weekend last weekend. Following that same energy, I think we're going to see that from some of the players that have played last weekend going right in. Feeling comfortable, feeling good.
140.
Now it is going to be a first to 7 legs in this matchup, an extended format for the final. Albert not going to be any slouch by any means, but clearly neither of these guys are going to be slouching too much in this. Back-to-back 140s to get things going. Let us know who you think's got it. The man across the pond or the man north of the border?
100.
Right now, both guys just slanging away. 261 after 6. Who's going to bang the ton to leave themselves at 161? Maybe just below. Give him an opportunity. We'll see.
Yeah, opening from Clark in this leg. Openings he's not been keen to give, averaging well into the 90s. Cover shot. But doesn't hit on the cover, so same situation.
56.
Between these two, so Matt Clark regains control of his throw. I'm going to say it now. DPFL needs to get Maddox referee shirt right away. I don't think he's leaving that stage much this weekend.
He's got a blue DPFL shirt on, just in case. Jersey, at least. But, yeah, I would like to see him rock the white one, especially just doing the chalking duties free of charge this weekend. Granted, he may have a few entries coming his way. I'm not sure.
Well, Shanghai for Mr. Clark does find it, so we'll get a dart. Got to be careful. That's not a great spot. He doesn't like underneath the wire. He doesn't collect. So now a chance for Albert to break in leg number 1. Albert Anstey.
That's a very difficult first. Got to go downstairs to the 19s, and he will not get a look after that.
44.
Which means Clark will return with another opportunity now for a 16-dart leg. 3 clear in hand. He usually drills on 1. On 2, I mean.
Great effort, Nick.
On 3, usually. There it is for Matt Clark. 1 leg down, 6 more to go. Albert Anstey will get the start in this next leg. Compared to some of the earlier matches, you're going to notice this one might have a more calculated pacing.
I want to take a look at this elaborated follow. I mean, look at that. Like the slowed effect as he throws it there is kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's giving I'm throwing a dart in a swimming pool because that looks tough to do.
Certainly does look a little bit difficult.
40.
Albert finding success early on. Yeah, you can see it, that nice exaggerated throw. It's one of those things where it's almost, I wouldn't quite call it gitchy, but you can tell it's highly unique to his throwing and throwing style.
Yes.
45 on the turn. Not finding much love. Albert should be able to take this position and run away with it. When opportunities are given, you got to take them. Even if he doesn't leave a finish here, just well in front after now 9 darts.
Matt, another for the 180 or going downstairs, it looks like. Great 177.
And that's why you can't leave those opportunities too far, because eventually something will come right in there and change up the dichotomy of this back and forth battle. It's exactly what we're seeing in front of us. Albert well in front and then finding a grinding halt, 43 on the turn. Now Matt Clark can be the first one out of finish despite the huge point disparity.
Going downstairs just to even it up. Not exactly the 19s he was looking for, but he'll have to settle with the 156 look when he returns.
Considering he wasn't under 400 after 6 darts, I think he's happy to be the first one out of finish, regardless of what it is.
Definitely.
65.
Albert, once again, 3 turns in a row with no trouble. Finding himself in trouble. 156 for Mr. Clark will not go, but will be under some good pressure on the other side of the ball.
Albert, you require 116.
If he goes 19s or 20s here, looks like he's going to go for the traditional 20s. Needs to find the triple. Cannot do it, so Clark will get an opportunity at 56 to try to make this a 2-0 spread here in this first to 7-leg final. We did take that 2-leg jump or 3-leg jump from the semis. Just barely gives himself a look at that. Now down to double 10.
And normally the opportunities that convert for Matt Clark now being adverse to him. Albert was 61.
Could go bowl.
Yeah.
And that's the toughie if you
don't
hit
love
the
it
red
here.
bit.
We'll see if it matters. Double 4. Doesn't go. He was a little too good on that first dart, wasn't he, Will?
Yeah, he kind of laughs it off, knowing probably not going to have another opportunity at this, especially with the way Matt's been playing today. Great marker. Or is it too good of a marker?
Yeah, push that dart inside to the double 5. Goes outside, and opportunity after opportunity's been handed. Albert's going to have to take one of these. Have it 1-1 early. No, still no success. Needs it. And doesn't get it. He can't believe it.
Neither can we. Opportunities given, opportunities missed from both parties here. He could split. It looks like he's going to. 2 for double 4.
Big breath. Good recentering. I like it. Sets up. I think that's a better spot for him. But no, still can't find it.
Wow.
Final stage troubles.
Is this a seniors event? It is not. I can assure you that. These are just the 2 lone soldiers that made their way through of a bracket filled with Jermaine Wadamina, Raymond Van Barneveld, Alex Spellman, Leonard Gates, John Brown, Steve Brown.
This is actually one of the weirdest youth events I've ever seen. I'm going to be honest.
These guys are 12.
It's the Benjamin Button youth event. Welcome in, everybody. And just a heads up, folks, the DPFL Masters Singles event, that's 65 and under, is currently underway as well. If it's still ready for us by the time we get back to it, we will try to get the finals of that one. And the doubles bracket here starts in about 9 minutes. That's a 130 cap doubles. There's also still as well the Master Singles second chance for everybody that got eliminated, which will not be covered on the stream.
Yeah, we won't cover any of those second chance matchups, I don't think, but we will cover what we can from the doubles event here in just a moment. Probably going to be a quicker day of coverage. Let's be fair.
No,
let's
guys, not be fair.
These guys did not mess around in this elite singles bracket. Start at 3. local time. It is now, what, 6?
Yeah, they're on for just over a 3-hour runtime of the event. But we've known this about DPFL. They've always been pretty good about running their events in tidy fashions, haven't they?
Yeah, and for those of you that are wondering, DPFL, it's actually an online darts league mainly that plays throughout the year in multiple different seasons. So if you're interested in getting involved, DPFLdarts.com is where you can go to potentially get in this online leagues. And, man, do they really make a difference here in North America.
You know what DPFL stands for?
Let's hear.
Come on, take a guess.
Well, I know what it stands for, but I wanted you to go ahead.
You don't know what it stands for, or else you would have said it.
Well, Start Players Florida at one point.
That was what it used to stand for.
Now-
Darts Players Federation League.
There we go.
If you're curious what that means, they just decided to keep the acronym and change the words. Matt Clark looking primed to get a 2-1 advantage, but there's no guarantees with the doubling we just saw in the previous leg. He
Yeah.
knows he has to correct that. The 888 does correct it quite well, and a good recovery. He gets him to the 80 average, still 12 points below his semifinal performance. And Albert sitting at 70, knows he has more in the tank than what has been provided so far.
I'm so curious, yeah. Albert, a legend in Newfoundland. He's just, I mean, he was a part of that rock tour that went around. I think it featured Andrew Gelding as well as Kirk Bevins coming over to do some chalking duties. I believe Matt Campbell was a part of that, as well as some few other folks like Jeff Smith. Really played well in that.
He's been playing well all day. A 3-0 win against Ryan Avellino. And then afterwards, a 3-2 win over Tom Curtin, who's been in great form. A 3-1 win over Winmore sponsored player Alex Spellman. And then a 5-4 win over John Brown. I mean, that's quite the run to get here.
That's quite the trek. I believe he actually went over and played with Jeff Smith in a little exhibition, including Luke Littler. Had the privilege of playing him up on stage. That's pretty neat.
I could take him.
Sure, Nick. He'd probably close his eyes and still get you.
Oh, that's true. Danny Baggett showed up to my 21st birthday party and played me in a race to 7 steel tip. I lost 7-0 where I started at 3-0-1 after the first couple legs of how bad I was losing.
Danny Baggett has also beat you with 2 darts compared to your 3, if those that are wondering.
And I did average over a 4 and lost to his 2 darts.
Clearly so did he.
99.
He goes ahead and collects on the single 19 as Albert's looking at 309 here. Needs to find 2 triples. And no matter what he does, this is going to be left at a bogey. With Matt at 217, you favor him for the first look here.
Yeah, I think overall, just from what we're seeing from Albert early on, I just kind of favor Matt Clark in general in this matchup. Things have been kind of going his way. And the one leg that Albert did grab was after several misstarts from Matt. Albert has a better game and a higher gear, but he doesn't have a lot of time to find it. Yes, it's 1st to 7. It seems like it's quite the runway in comparison to earlier rounds, but it really isn't in the grand scheme of something like this, especially once you find that rhythm.
Needs the triple. Grabs it to at least give himself an opportunity here.
Will Clark do himself any favors on the setup? That is a dead center trip. Playing for the bull. No, goes down to the 19s for the 137. Smart play there from Clark. Gets all the way down to 38. Putting max pressure on a 167. That will not go for leg number 4.
97.
Not a bad setup.
Let's see if Clark attacks it. 19s. He will not. So he'll go for the 10. That's interesting. Let's see if he can get this double 9.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy.
He thought it was a He thought it was a 10. He thought it was a 10.
Oh, so that's a very fortunate miss
yes,
for him.
Very fortunate miss. He thought it was a 10. It was indeed a 20.
20.
So adjust there to go at that double 9. We were confused because they're just right next to each other. Trip 10 here. He grabs it, double top
This would
to
be a good
snag.
punishment.
This would be great to snag the leg.
Yellow flag.
We saw Albert in his last match give quite the celebration. He's going to be giving them here, too. He doesn't care how the leg is won. He's just happy to get the W in him.
$134.
Matt's starting to use a little bit of that strategy that he used at the USA Dart Classic. If that bottom dart is just under the triple bed like that, he will move down.
Except for now.
I was talking about Matt.
100.
But, I mean.
I wasn't listening.
Yeah, clearly. You were looking at the old DC score line. Can't blame you.
I was actually doing at least something important for once.
81.
Well, we've been on the mic a lot together these last couple of weeks.
Yeah, a little bit too much. I've spent a little bit too much time with old Nick here.
I've been pretty well behaved.
Yeah.
Compared to how with some of my bit trips, we'll take it. Well, on the other hand, absolute menace.
85.
Albert's done a good job of saying sticky and legs. It's been errors from Matt that's enabled this to be a chalk matchup. But that's not quite an error there, Mr. Clark.
No, it is not. That's an excellent shot for the man from the UK.
Matt, you require 106.
So 106 does get a look for a hole to throw. 610 wire. Finds it for double top. And not quite the 106 check, but he will be back as Albert can only set up and hope for another opportunity.
$60. Matt, you require 40.
Should be a shoe-in to go here. Perfect dart. Perfect marker. Perfect collection. Clark extends his advantage once again.
Game on.
Just a reminder, folks, the WDF Silver Singles event is on Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. It does say WDF occasionally on the scoreboard, but that just rotates through the different event sponsors and sanctuaries.
You can see now it's gone. So I think we've had this little error with Dark Connect the last couple weekends where it's kind of extending that title every once in a while. I don't know why that's the case, but
I think it just rotates through a couple of different things. So
I've informed them of the situation. Hopefully they can figure it out. But yeah, it's a couple. I think it's just a Sunday event that is added on the WDF side. Now there is a few ADO events as well in cricket and 501 too. So some ranking points up for grabs this weekend, no doubt about it.
And the other reason to bring it up as well is comment here is talking about with the WDF. That's why some more international players come. This event, admittedly, has always had great international attendance. Built in the past ownership, strong connections overseas, and that then led to maintained relationships here under the new ownership with Steve McDowell.
Yeah, I think that we've had a good international presence. I mean, last year we had Jan Van Veen, Jelle Klaassen, as well as Jermaine.
Keegan.
I mean, yeah, we've had a few there, but yeah, there's something special with the added benefit of an exhibition on Saturday between Raymond Van Barneveld, Jermaine Wadamina, and then Stowe Bunce and Alex Spellman. So I think that that's going to continue, especially, the added benefits of those WDF events. We've had so many this year. That's why we're seeing the extra attendance from the overseas. I mean, Las Vegas Open had a lot. Even last week had a few, with Vince and Matt making their attendance. And then here this weekend.
This is a good leg for Albert, who has been having struggles and getting wins through openings. Well, this one is more so him actually controlling the leg. I love to see that, and it's a key part of what is needed for him to succeed in this matchup. Get a nice hole to throw and play that back and forth dichotomy here.
Yeah, you need to take advantage if you're Albert. Keep the pressure on. He actually came back in his last match. You may have saw it on the stream here over John, who was really up by a good margin here as Albert stormed back. Made it 3-4, then 4-4, and then won that last leg decider. You can see him give a big fist pump with the win.
He'll give a fist bump for this grab right here. $68 Does not get the swing, and this would be very interesting.
Yes, indeed. If Matt Clark can muster up this 114, it sure would be something. Does he go 19s? Does he go 20s?
20s. 94 to the 18s we go. And we'll get a dart now at top. And collects on it there. A big find for Matt Clark that now takes it 4-2. Puts himself out in front. A lights out moment if you think about it carefully.
I guess so. I wonder what happened there. It didn't cue in anything, so we'll figure it out here.
Now having to go down to the 19s for the cover. Does switch. Didn't like the position of those darts. Very heavily blocking that 20 bed. Albert just puts so much body into the throw. You can see it with the movement. You can tell it is probably a little uncomfortable to release the dart, which is where a lot of those movements and body motions kind of develop. But coming right on back, Albert can't find the angle. He's staying. He does somehow find it in between those two darts. The Islander finding success. The newfie might be in some trouble if Matt Clark can continue to find these inviting darts.
140.
What a 140 there.
Clark should be able to be in a position to hold his throw. He's getting right back to that 90 average position we've seen him at earlier in this match. Comfortable range for him. Something we didn't quite see out of him at the USA Dart Classic last weekend, but there was bits and pieces. Seems to just take that momentum and continue to run with it.
59.
6 starts for 164 means that no bull shot should be in the cards here. Yeah, that'll work.
That's a great shot to leave the 32, and you're guaranteed at least 3 solid darts at it. Possibly more. We'll see what Albert has to answer here. That is a great 140 to add some pressure.
Yeah, it keeps Albert in the leg, but he's going to ask for a favor. It seems like a favor so far. That's a big movement across the Aki. Yeah, that's a hard adjustment. You drop low, and he can't believe it. Clicked on the other side of the wire.
Well off the intended target here.
24. Albert, you require 60.
See if Albert can keep it interesting. Tops needed.
He likes that position.
He does.
And he, yeah!
He thought it was in. He can't believe it.
He stacked it right on top, and there, celebrated before it actually collected, apologizing to his opponent. Double 10.
What an awkward moment. Let's just be honest there.
Albert, I'll let you know that Owen will let you know if it goes. I promise. I can't believe that just happened. And now he doesn't collect it. Silly, silly rabbit. Those tricks are for kids.
What a call, Nick.
Double 4 needed for Matt Clark.
This UK audience is going to be thrown off with that remark.
I've heard some crazy nonsense on the mic.
That's pretty bad. They don't have tricks in the
got
UK.
complimented by the Laura Turner. It's all gone to my head. And it wasn't my commentary. It was just that I had to deal with you. She was complimenting me on.
Oh, sweet. That's what I figured. As we're back underway, Clark with the advantage, 5-2. Needs 2 legs here to pull off this victory in Kissimmee, Florida.
Matt continues to be drilling these 20s.
89.
His scoring has been there. His doubling has not been so far in this matchup, but when he's needed it, he's somehow been able to find it. I just don't think we're getting a true representation of Albert's throw at the moment. And not the form itself, but like more so what he's capable of doing on the Aki. We've seen him perform quite well, but maybe being the first final on this brand new big stage, causing a little extra pressure.
Matt Clark, an opportunity at another 180, and he just can't muster it in.
But maybe he can catch a bit later.
No, Nick.
No. Really just not getting any love today.
I mean, when you say 72 in a row, I mean, probably not going to get the love you want.
Yeah, well, at least I know what's a bullseye and what's a double 20, Will.
177 looks like he will use 20. Trying to capitalize on the 177 he mustered a few attempts ago.
Yeah, Mayo's it for 78. This is an important shot for Albert in this matchup. You have to hold this throw. You can't afford this many legs to recover from 6-2 in this position. Simply put, this leg, in my opinion, decides the match.
I would agree with that. Yeah, Albert simply needs to have this leg. If he does not muster it, you pretty much cue in Matt for the win in my eyes.
Of course, Matt still has to get all the way down.
That'll work.
And, yeah.
That'll work.
That'll do donkey. 160 is a must hit for Albert. Sails it high, and you can see the reaction. He knows the importance of the shot immediately, but can still go ahead and at least do himself some favors.
140.
That's a great shot to have. It adds a lot of pressure to this 64 here for Clark.
I mean,
2 16s for 32.
Only the one dart. Oh, you expected it to be a big stick. He did the dramatic pause and everything right.
I thought it was going to just go right in. Instead, Anstey for 5-3 here. Oh, you got to get closer than that.
Full send. Oh, that was a better attempt on the last, but not going to be happy with the visit, as now this could be a match point advantage for Mr. Superman. Over to the 8. Goes inside again, over to the 4. Baited breasts and big doubles. Does find it, and you can see a little bit of a bell ring for Mr. Clark.
And like we've stated, you kind of cue him in for the win here, especially with throw in this leg. Can Clark get it done right here, right now for $1,000 his way?
Well, when you put it like that, he has to agree. Finds 100 on the open. Again, Albert just never getting into full gear, but he played great in so many different tough matchups to get to this point. Matt has just been in good form and good control, and frankly, hasn't even been pushed to his limits where we've seen him hit the high 90s.
Well, just to show you the discrepancy here, the difference, Matt Clark, if he's able to grab the $1,000, that's like 750 pounds for the UK. If Albert's able to right the wrongs and grab it, that's $10 million in Canadian.
And how much is it in rupees?
I couldn't tell you that one, but I do know that's like a 10 to 20 million in Canadian.
I would
exaggeration, but
I would actually listen to a podcast where you just convert currencies for me. I would listen to it.
I'd fail. I would fail.
Well, Clark ahead after 6, winning the tug of war by 36 points. He's going to add more work to do for Mr. Albert.
140.
How often do you think Owen practices in the mirror?
Never.
Never?
He's got enough practice.
He was born with it?
Just with how much he's doing. I mean, the man's doing Modus now. He's PDC, spotter most of the time now. You don't really see him on the stage that much when it comes to PDC, but mostly behind the scenes calling out the shots that the players are going to take.
Another brilliant turn coming. Back-to-back 140s for Mr. Clark, delivering the kryptonite instead of receiving.
Yeah, and that's a big-time shot. I mean, Q's in the 13 for the win. Come on now.
One double away from a decisive victory.
40.
Matt Clark, double top, does get it.
Shot in the match, Matt Clark.
And our first champion of the weekend is crowned. Matt Clark gets the job done here in the DPFL Elite Singles. And as we mentioned earlier, coming through the ranks of Raymond Van Barneveld, a bracket filled with Alex Spellman, Leonard Gates, Steve Brown, John Brown, and so many more, Matt Clark does it.